Hello and welcome to Connections for Life, Ronnie.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Ronnie, how are you?
Good, Joe. Good to see you guys.
How's Las Vegas today?
You know, it's good times. Weather is clearing up, sun's out. I think we're going to be in mid 50s, low 60s. So
yeah, you see what kind of see that you're in like a golf shirt and we're all wearing sweatshirts.
Well, yeah, I figured I had to be at least.
It's warmer out. It's warmer outside there than it is in our homes. So we usually just got to jump right into it. A little different because you're kind of coming from a different avenue, not necessarily somebody that's been in the gas industry a long time. So let's just talk about JS Products and what you do. Let's talk about your company.
Yeah, no worries. So our company, we're really known in this business for private branding. Really, we would be the space of the professional automotive, the industrial. We are making tools for some of the big boxes out there. Kind of the short story I always tell people that, there's probably a chrome product, a ratchet socket wrench that, we had our hands involved in it. We're heavily into manufacturing. We do have our core brands that we sell. I think it's upwards of 15 to 16 brands that we currently have. And so, JS Products has been around for since '86. I've been with the company almost 20 years. When I started, we were, small potatoes, $4 or $5 million. And over the course of the time and years I've been here, I've seen it come close up to upwards north of, 150, 200. So
Wow.
We did some right things. We took some challenges. We've had our good years and our bad years, but JS Products is, privately owned, and I love this company. I would have left a long time ago if I really didn't like JS Products.
Are you headquartered in Las Vegas?
We are. We do have some satellite offices, depending on our customer base. Ohio, Arkansas. We've opened up a DC, I think, outside of Ohio as well. But we're headquarters in Vegas.
I think we'll just meet in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the one I prefer to visit.
And normally I don't have to encourage you guys to come to Las Vegas or gals, to be honest with you. So you're more
I'll meet you in Arkansas, Ronnie.
What it is the kit itself consists of what we call a locking clamp, and some people look at it as a pair of vice grips, basically. Mm-hmm. You have a wrench, would be similar to like a pipe wrench, and then you have a crank. And the way it works is that you would take the adjustable wrench, and we build this wrench from input that when it first started, people want us to look at 5 different sizes because, we realize there's a 10 light, 20, 30, 45, on and on and on. But we didn't want to make this kit so heavy that it would be, cumbersome to bring it off the truck, and people would struggle with it. So we made it an adjustable version that covered all those sizes. So the idea was to have one tool fits all, which it did, or some of the other pipes as a locking plier. Then it's designed to give you at least 200 plus pounds of force when you lock in this, so it stays in place. And then once you connect the 2 components together, what we call an alligator jaw, take the arm of the wrench and it slides into the adjustable clamp. You put the crankle mechanism on it, and it simply would turn, and it solely was designed to push it open.
Hello, Joe, and welcome to Connections for Life. Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, guys.
Come on, Joe. Good to see you.
Chad. Yeah. Hey, Chad, Ted, Joe.
Good to see you.
Yeah, my namesake.
Joe here today.
I don't know how that works. I'm your namesake. I don't even know. Same name. Right?
I might be a little older. So
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah. We'll just kind of start off like we do everything else. First of all, Joe, welcome. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
I know that you're down in Arizona right now, keeping warm while we're all freezing our butts off up here. So I'll try to leave my anger out of the conversation. But we just want to start off, man, like really, really quickly. Like Joe, how'd you get into the industry? How'd you end up in the natural gas world?
Well, it was really my first full-time job. Started with my dad. I did a number of things working my way through college. My plans were originally to be in the forestry or wildlife management. And my father kind of gave me a little bit of a coaching job and said, well, why don't you see what that pays, since you're going to have some debt coming out of school, and see what that's all about. And he had just recently started his own business in the rep business, rep world, selling a variety of natural gas distribution products. And I looked at it, and initially I said, no goes. I'm not going to be in sales. And then I looked at what forestry paid and how long it'd be in.
And then you did the research.
Sales doesn't
right.
look so bad after all. Yeah.
So tell me a little more about this stuff. So I started with him in 1980 while I was wrapping up college. And so I was working part-time for the first couple of years with him, and been at it now for just over 41 years.
Hello, Gelly, and welcome to Connections for Life.
Hey guys, glad to be
Gelly.
here.
What's going
Hey, Gelly,
on?
how are you? Well, this is a little different, and I think we've kind of moved into a different kind of what we do on this show. We spent the first like 35 episodes just interviewing people that were specifically gas related, and we kind of got off of that, and we bring them back in, and we kind of been alternating now for a couple of weeks, and we were fortunate enough to get to meet you through Dana Badke.
Another one from
Dana's killing it here. She's like our executive producer or talent agent. I don't know.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Dana's awesome, and she was nice enough to put us in contact with you, and we've had some really cool conversations, and we wanted to share that with our audience. So thank you for being here. With that being said, since it is a little bit different, why don't you tell us about yourself and your organization?
Yeah, absolutely, would love to. So, my company is I think my roots started a little bit unique. So let me kind of back up to how I got started, which will explain kind of where I am right now, right? Mm-hmm. So I graduated from Arizona State University. I'm in Arizona. And when going through my major, I was always interested in marketing and communications. That was just kind of my field. I graduated, had 2 jobs, official jobs out of college pertaining to that within that field. And it was really by my second job that I started to realize I have this challenge working for other people. And it's right. And it's not that I'm not lazy. I work, like I've been working since I was 14, but working for other people and being in other people's schedule, like as petty or maybe as silly as that sounds, it was actually quite a detriment, like to my soul. Like I just felt like I was getting depressed. Like it was really weird.
How old were you, Gelly, then?
I was about 24 at this time. So in my early 20s, I felt incredibly boxed in. I felt like my talents were wasted. I was working in corporate America. It was all the nightmares that you hear of corporate America. I couldn't believe how cold these people were. It was just not who I am as a person at all. Nothing was resonating with me. And so I remember thinking, I don't want another job, but what am I going to do? Like I'm 24, like this is a real problem.
A whole bunch of time left to do stuff.
I don't think you're ready for retirement yet, right?
No, not ready for retirement. No trust fund. I mean, I've got to figure this thing out. So I started attending networking events, almost like by accident, right? Somebody had invited me somewhere. And I remember I walked into a networking event and like this very first one, and I was walking around the room and talking to people, and it was just like one of the biggest highs of my life. Like my dopamine was off the charts, just like talking to strangers and getting to know them, and like, what are you like? Why are you here? Like, who are you here to? I mean, it was just conversations with people. And I remember walking out of there that night and coming home and like, I'm like, what just happened?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Connections for Life Live. I'm one of the hosts, Ted Peak.
I'm Chad Kuva.
Joe Surratt, how is everyone?
Okay.
I'm the victim.
Victim of the month.
There he is.
Hello, Russell, and welcome to Connections for Life. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, guys. It's great to be here.
Looks like it would be windy on that boat, Russell. I'm just saying.
Well, that's why my hair is all swept back. See that?
Hello, Heidi, and welcome to Connections for Life. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're good. What's up, Heidi? How are you?
Good, Chad. Nice to see you.
You too. You too.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for spelling my name right.
We try. You did correct me beforehand, so I didn't have much of a choice.
How you spell Heidi?
Well, most people spell it Heidi because it's a German name, but in
Mhm.
America it's I before E.
What do you got there?
Except
What
after
do
C.
you got there? Pitbull? What is that? What is that? What do you got there?
This is
Oh.
Cuteness in a brown bundle.
All right.
This is-
so
yes,
Let's
this
talk
is
about the dog now. What's the dog?
Mally, Malibu.
Oh, I love it.
Mally. I like it.
For those of you that don't know, Trident Seal is a live gas leak repair system up to 60 pounds, meaning you don't have to shut down your service. You can install it on pipe diameters up to 6 inches. There's a lot of features, benefits, applications. I'm going to let Chad touch on some of those.
Yeah. So, typically you'd think that a threaded leak would be a really tough thing to repair. That's kind of just where you start with Trident. So you can do threaded fittings, manifolds, meter sets, pinholes, things on main lines, pretty much everything up to 6 inch. It's a live gas leak repair. So
Above and below grade.
Above and below grade. Thank you, Joe.
Hello, Jim, and welcome to Connections for Life. How are you, my friend?
Oh, fantastic. Beautiful day here in the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
I like the shirt and tie. Thanks for classing up the joint.
Well,
I'd have worn mine, Jim, if I knew you were getting dressed up today.
Hold on, let me go put on my tuxedo t-shirt. What's up, Jim? How are you, pal?
yeah, doing very well. As so typical of many of my days, you start off with a plan and it immediately goes haywire. So, here I am, kind of disheveled, but excited to talk to you all this afternoon.
It's only the days that end in Y. It's just
Not a big deal.
Days that end in Y. Jim, really quickly, for those of you that don't know, Jim works for Easton Utilities. But the very first question we always love to ask is, most people, when they're children, don't go, I want to be in the natural gas business or anything like that.
Natural gas system manager.
Right. So yeah, when I was 4, I wanted to be a fireman, not a guy that sold great pipe. So anyways, I just want to ask you, how did you end up getting into the industry and to where you are today?
Actually, when I was 4 or 5, I just wanted to be a garbage man.
That's what I wanted to be.
Hello, Jim, and welcome to Connections for Life, my friend. How are you?
I am well. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Hi, Jim. Nice to see you.
Hey,
How are you?
hi, guys. Hey, I just want to go on record right off the bat.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
This isn't approved.
Whoa.
I want to go on record right off the bat. I've known Ted Pete for several years, and
Okay.
any friends of Ted Pete's are friends of mine.
Oh, boy.
Well, then we're probably not going to get along well.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to Connections for Life. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, Ted. Thanks for having me today.
Well, Joe and Chad's choice, not really mine.
What's up, Zach? How are you, buddy?
How you
We
doing?
just let him come on occasionally. Yeah. What's up, Zach?
Like
How are
every
you?
week.
Yeah, every week. He's provided some value lately. You're moving up to Argon.
Just a smidgen of value.
If anybody watches our shows, you know what that means.
Hello, Eric. Welcome to Connections for Life. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
What you guys
Good to see
doing?
you.
Other than mispronouncing your name a few minutes ago, I'm doing great.
Hey, nobody's supposed to know that he's on with us before we actually get
Yeah,
in here.
yeah. We immediately come on and start recording. It's how we do things.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to Connections for Life.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having
Hold
me.
on, man.
Right, nice background.
Right into it, huh?
You like that, huh?
For those of you that don't know, we've been on for 20 minutes trying to get Matt's background to work, and it didn't work. So
Oh, I thought this was his green screen.
we're left with office settings and a Chicago Bears helmet.